Hi, I'm back. Oh, I'm sure you've already seen the title of this video, and this video is going to be like a late 90s, early 2000 kind of inspired look. Like I basically watched Kevin Aquan, who's like an unbelievable makeup artist from the 90s and early 2000s. They have a documentary about him on Netflix, which I watched the other night, and I am in awe of him. It's one of those things that I literally watched and I just could not take my eyes away from the screen because it was just so good. He is honestly unbelievable. I feel like if he was a thing now, he would have the most followers on Instagram, 100%. He's so freaking good. So that kind of inspired me to do this video. And obviously the 90s and stuff is such a big trend at the moment. And it has been for so long, so I just thought, why not? So I'm actually taking inspo from one of his looks that he has created, and I'm just gonna kind of try and make it maybe a little bit modern, but we'll still give it that 90s, early 2000s kind of twist to it. I was born smack bang in the middle of the 90s, 1995. So I'm literally, I think I remember the 90s, but I also really remember the early 2000s too. So I feel like it's a good kind of mix. And again, I wasn't really old enough to fully embrace all the makeup and stuff. Definitely not in the 90s anyway. So it's such a good opportunity for me to do it now, you know. And before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell as well so you can be notified when a new video goes up. And let's do this. I just went and did my brows. I know brows were not a thing in the 90s or the 2000s at all. In fact, nobody had brows. They were little lines, little wormy things. But I want to keep this kind of normal and slightly wearable. So yeah, I think we'll just go on straight into the eye look. I'm gonna I'm gonna use the Anastasia Sultry palette because this has those really cool tone kind of smoky colors in it that I want to use. The first thing I'm going to do is zoom in. Before I zoom in, actually, I'm going to insert a picture right here of the look that this is inspired by, and this is a picture of Naomi Campbell that Kevin Aquan did back in the late 90s, I believe. So that's my inspo for this look. Okay, back into the... Oh, I'm taking... It's raining and I hope you can't hear. It's really loud and annoying. Taking the shade Slate, which is a really grey kind of colour. I never use greys ever, so this is totally out of my comfort zone. But whoa, it's so rainy. Why? I'm gonna just blend that in. Oh my god, at least this colour matches the weather we're having here. Taking a clean brush, I should say, sorry, that first brush that I used is Katie's brush here, this little fluffy number, and then this brush here, it's also a Kaylee brush, this one. So this is to blend out. I'm just gonna buff out the edges just so it's super blended. Okay, so we've done some blending, and I'm going to take the shade, this one here from the Sultry palette, it's the deep kind of the cool tone brown, and I'm gonna just darken out the edge with this. These colours, grey tones, I find are really hard to work with because they can go so ashy, and they're not as easy to blend as the warmer tones that I would normally use. But so far we're doing okay, I think. So next up, I'm gonna cut the crease. So I'm just taking some concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And I just have a tiny little brush. Again, this is one of the Kaylee brushes. I love these brushes for doing eye makeup. They're really good. This is the SK07. Hello, if you would just focus. There we go. This little brush here. Great for cutting the crease. That the crease is cut, I'm taking the shade Fresh from the Sultry palette. And I'm just literally patting this on top, just to get that really clean, kind of creamy white base. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of a cold pencil. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Bedroom Black Kohl pencil, and we'll just smoke that out underneath. Okay, my eyes are done, and I just added some lashes on as well, just, you know, to give a little extra something something. I do feel like this eye look is totally wearable. I just never wear these kind of colours personally. I'm going to go straight into my skin. So I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. A lot of people are asking me how to use this. Like, people are confused by it. So I don't know what the proper way is, but this is what I do with it. And I always feel like it makes my skin look really nice. So I literally just put this on my skin first. So I've just moisturised my skin. And I'm going to go straight in with this. I'm just applying this all over. And then just taking my foundation brush, I'm just going to blend this all in now. So this is like a really nice kind of base, just to like, it basically like gives your skin that filtered look. So when you put the foundation on top, like you can even see like how it's covered up the redness on my nose and stuff. It's so nice. You could probably wear this on its own if you like a really, really, really light coverage, or just for something on your skin. But I love to use this just as like a base. Foundation, I'm going to use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Fiji. This is like my go-to foundation always. I just love it so much. And I'm going to just put this all over. Just blend it all in. We're going to brighten right up into the eye. So this is the YSL Touche Éclat concealer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it doesn't actually say on it, but that's what it is anyway. So I'm going to really brighten up under my eyes because I feel like that was a really popular look back then, you know, real bright. We'll blend this in and then we will set it all with some powder. I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is my fave translucent, and we're gonna literally bake right underneath my eyes. Just really set that in place. And it's actually so handy when you do this, because when you go and put the shadow underneath the eyes, if anything falls down, it's so easy to fix because you haven't actually set your face. So it just kind of dusts off. It's great. Wow. I'm a vision. So while that's baking, I'm going to just smoke it underneath. Just using like a really thin brush, and I'm basically just going to use the same colours that I used on top. Ugh, my eyes watering, no! And now I'm just blending that like first grey shade underneath. I mean, I kind of like it. I feel like the 2000s and like the 90s and stuff was like a really scary time for makeup and fashion. Like, I was looking up some photos earlier and Christ, just the makeup and the fashion was just mental. But like, my inspo is like, you know, he's like the king of this stuff, so like, I didn't want to take it the tacky route, you know, since flash 90s, but make it fashion. Okay, and now I'm gonna dust off my bake. I'm literally just like rubbing this in. You want to make sure you really do get this all off, because you'll get terrible flashback in photos if you leave any bits just chilling. Thank God contour was the thing then, because I really, really need it. I'm just going to contour basically the way I normally do, because Kevin O'Con kind of started that whole trend. I feel like a lot of people think it was Makeup by Mario, because like that's what I feel like we know now from makeup just being so huge on social media. But like, if you actually watch that documentary, like, he really did like start that trend, I feel. And of course I'm going to wear a good bit of blush as well, because that was popular too. Sure that I really get my forehead nice and contoured too. I'm also going to do a bit of nose contouring, you know, really make my nose look quite slim. He was really a fan of doing that too. And you know, who doesn't like a bit of a nose contour? So I'm literally just going to like, taking it from kind of like in where my eye is, like the bridge of my nose, and down. Just blend this. Of course I need to do some blush. I feel like blush was a very prominent look then. Blush and bronzer really was just like the main thing. This is just the NARS Orgasm Blush. I love. Before I do the lips or anything, I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus. Oop. My skin is very matte, but I want to give it a little bit of a glow to it at the same time without like it being dewy. So a good old spritz of that, you know, brings it back to life. And I think I will do my lips now. So the lips are like a really important part of this, I feel, because I feel like lip colour is like kind of, you can tell what era it is by lip colour, if you get me. So I'm opting to go for like the darker lip liner, really nude, and then a bit of a gloss, I think. It's kind of my vibe. Lip liner is from NYX Cosmetics. I think this is called Los Angeles. It's a nice kind of brownie colour. So I'm just gonna outline the lip. Ooh. Oh no. I hate when that happens. Let's start again. I'm just taking a tiny bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lip called Naked, and I'm just like rubbing this kind of in. Where did I put my lip liner though? What the hell? Got it. And then the gloss I'm using is just one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is called Refresh Rose. It's just a clear gloss. I don't actually have a lot of clear glosses, but I think this is clear. I hope it's clear. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay, I just changed my mind and changed the lip colour. This is now Milkshake from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It wasn't nude enough. It needs to be more nude. I can't forget to go over my little freckles that I have, because otherwise they look dusty, and I feel like it just gives an extra kind of 90s vibe to it, you know. I'm just taking like a tiny bit of like a dark brown eyeshadow. Like one last step I need to do in the makeup before I do my hair, and I need to make underneath my eyebrow like white, because that was such a thing. If you look back on any photos, Christ, it was so white. It was so white under there. So we gotta do that. Where is my brush? Everything's just going missing on me. I just take that colour Fresh, and then I think I might also take the white out of the Kaylee So Sue palette. That's like a good, it's like a good shade of white, and we'll mix the two together. It's like really gently just going to put some underneath my brow, just to give it that real white look. Would anyone actually wear this? Let me know in the comments if you feel this look is totally wearable. Like, I don't think I would get like completely judged if I wore this out. It's just like, I think it's fine. It's actually fine. It's just the colour combos together. It's like very, it's just very 90s really, isn't it? Like, right, the last step now is hair. So I went to Claire's Accessories yesterday and picked up some accessories. Okay, so first thing I got was a choker. Now, I know these are clearly like super popular now, which is actually kind of funny that like all these trends are kind of back in, to be honest. This was one that I never really got back into because, I don't know, I wouldn't be the biggest fan of a choker, but I mean, it totally works for this. So that's that done. And then I also got some little clips. These are also completely coming back into fashion, so I actually kind of love these and I feel like I will wear these again. And then I also found these, like, I'm sorry, these are so funny, little butterfly clips. Like, I used to wear these all the time and I just had to pick them up because I was like, these could definitely work for this video. I don't think these will ever come back into fashion, but who knows. I do have a scrunchie in, which is like very 90s of me anyway. But I'm just gonna brush out my hair. I think the way it is kind of flicked just naturally. I had a little wave in it yesterday and this is just kind of what's left of it. I think this is gonna work wonderfully. What we'll do is, it's kind of essential to just leave like one tiny little stringy bit down. I feel like that was very important, to just leave the string hanging down. Maybe I will just pop these little slides like here. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is kind of like a look. Is it weird that I kind of love this? Like I'm in like a Lizzie McGuire movie or something. Sorry, butterfly clips, I don't think you're going to be getting used. Okay, I just added some extra clips and just fixed it up a little bit. I feel so like early 2000s. It's actually hilarious. I look like something out of an American Ashley movie. I kind of love it. It's such a vibe. I love this. So maybe it'd be funny to like, let's just like look at some like really, let's see if there's a quiz we can do. How early 2000s are you? Okay, let's see what comes up. Which early 2000s trends are you? Let's do this one. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? I was definitely a Britney girl, I will say. What early 2000s show is most like your life? Ooh, okay. One Tree Hill, Sex and the City, Gilmore Girls, The OC, or Seventh Heaven. I'm gonna just say The OC because I was obsessed with that program, like so obsessed. What kind of grades did you get in school? Mostly A's, mostly B's, mostly C's, D's and F's. Let's see. Definitely didn't get A's. Between B's and C's, we'll go with B's. Choose the best holiday. This is American. So Thanksgiving, 4th of July, New Year's. We'll go for New Year's because we celebrate that. Choose a drink. Beer. Looks like tea, coffee, wine, or margarita. No, margarita. What was your favourite MTV reality show? The Real World, Laguna Beach, Road Rules, Cribs, Punk'd. Oh, Hit My Ride. Oh my god, I loved all them. But I'm gonna have to say Laguna Beach because obviously. Are you more of an indoor or an outdoor person? I'm a bit of both. Which animal is the cutest? A cat, a dog, a tiger, or a fish? A dog. Pick a pattern. These patterns are like, they actually are a little bit all out there. Ooh, there's a nice denim one. I'm gonna go with this pink one. Choose the word that describes you best. Adventurous, chill, enthusiastic, practical, classic, cool. I think I am chill. So chill. Pick a colour: pink, black, blue, or green. Black. Which boy band do you want to hang out with the most? NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degree, or Hanson? Probably NSYNC. It's just Timberlake. Oh my god, I am Ugg boots. Whether you're at the beach, shopping in the city, or sitting by the fire, you're always strive to be cozy. You are also very good at making those arrange to get on board some crazy adventures. I used to have so many freaking pairs of Uggs, it's actually embarrassing. Like, it was just such a funny time to be alive because like the trends are just hilarious. But I feel like we'll probably look back in 20 years from everything that everyone's doing today and we'll say the same, even though it's mostly 90s stuff that everyone's wearing now. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a bit nostalgic for you if you wore this kind of stuff back then. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! If you wanna be with me.